Hi guys, hope I am audible. Yeah, if any one of you can confirm, if you're able to hear me, am I audible? Okay, that's great. Coming to the trade right over here. So I had taken some overnight positions in all three index, that is Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty. But right now, I in the morning itself, I ended up closing everything. So both Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty, everything I ended up closing at a M2M of close to around 11,500. So right now, I don't have any trades. So I'll be taking some fresh entries now, so we'll have to go and see how the market is actually looking. So I'll be carrying some intraday positions and also some overnight positions for tomorrow. So let's take a quick look at the market, see how exactly it is playing out, and also see what can be the potential trade ideas. So since we want to keep this session interactive, so what I want you to do is make use of that comment section as much as possible. So let me know your views. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think market is up to? Where do you think the market is headed? And also, what are the traits you're holding? So I would love to get an insight about that as well. So then we are going to go into the charts. Look at the charts. Try to analyze the charts. See what they're telling us, and then base our trade based on that. So again, make sure that you use the comment section. Don't forget to use the comment section. Right now, we will be taking live trade. So I'll be entering around 2 to 10. So we'll be entering fresh trades. As of now, I do not have any trades. We'll be entering right after we look at the markets and analyze that. So we have some responses coming in. As we can see, Shubham is looking at 45,900 short straddle. So then Rahul is also interested to learn about short straddle. And then, uh, okay, this is something interesting, a bear put straddle, something which I actually haven't heard of. And then Viral is actually looking at calendar spreads, right? So now, if I were to ask you a broader question, considering where the market is, right, where do you think Bank Nifty can actually end up trading? So just quickly give me a range. So based on that, we will try to see if any particular trade can be taken based on the range you guys give. So you guys can pick a trade for me. I will be trading it on behalf of whatever trade you give me with respect to short straddles or short strangles. So I think we can keep it that way rather than actually trying to analyze the market and taking a trade. So you let me know a trade. So you tell me, okay, whether you want me to do a 45,700 short straddle or 45,600 short straddle, and accordingly we will take that. Okay, guys, I wouldn't be doing any naked options, buying or selling. So sorry for that. So I would either want a straddle or a strangle itself. So I don't prefer doing any kind of naked option buying or selling. So we have people asking for 45,700 short straddle. Then we have some people asking for 45,400, 45,800 short strangle, and a Fin Nifty short straddle. So I would mostly want to trade in Bank Nifty today because Fin Nifty is very volatile. The premiums are low, and I would maybe just stick to trading Bank Nifty today. Because morning I have booked around 0.2%. I really don't want to let go of the profits what is there, because if we end up trading Fin Nifty, it would be quite hard to end up managing everything, right? So we have a lot of people actually going on 45,700 short straddle itself. So okay, let's go with 45 700 short straddle, as most of you have asked. So I'll be taking the entry in another 5 more minutes. Meanwhile, I have a small request for you, as you all know. So if you feel that this stream can bring any value to you, then please do hit the like button. So it is just a minute of task for you, but it will add a great value to us. So please make sure that you hit the like button and you also hit the subscribe button. So we are just around 50 subscribers away from hitting 10,000. So in case if you haven't subscribed, make sure you also hit the subscribe button. So now what I'll be doing is I will be entering a 45 700 short straddle, as most of the people have told that in the comment section, right? So we'll be entering 45 700 short straddle with uh, yeah, just with a basket order. So why am I doing a basket order? Very simply because both execution will take place at the same time. So I'll be going around 350 quantity. If things okay, I'm so sorry, I have forgotten that the lot size has changed. So 360 quantity is what will be going. So I still have to get used to the lot sizes being changed. So I have added C and P both trading around 210 and 230 approximately, and we will be entering this particular short straddle in another 2 more minutes, or maybe we can just end up entering this particular short straddle. So right now, I have taken 360 quantity of 45 700 short straddle, as a lot of people mentioned in the comment section. So now our idea would be to manage this entire short straddle. Our focus will just to be on how we can end up managing this short straddle. So let's start with a basic idea of looking into charts and seeing what exactly the charts have to tell us. So where can be a potentially a good exit, where can be potentially a good stop loss for the call side, put side, is something which we are actually going to look into right now, right? So again, before we get on to that, one small request: in case if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure that you hit the like button. And now we'll be continuing with our basic analysis of the market. So if you look at this, let me come to a slightly broader time frame. So coming to a broader time frame, so I would have actually gone and taken a slightly bullish short straddle. So if I was actually entering, I would have most likely entered slightly bullish short straddle, considering there is support at the lower end, right? But since now we have entered 45 700 short straddle, we will see what can be a potentially good way to manage it, right? So when I'm actually looking at a slightly broader time frame, maybe in something like 15-minute time frame, so the first and the most crucial level what we would be looking for is right over here is 45 845. So the reason is quite simple. So this turned out to be a very important level before we saw this sell off. Then once this level was taken out, we saw a fantastic rally. Then the markets came down, tested this level, went up, and today it broke the level. So my hunch is market should be facing some resistance as it tries to approach 45 800. So if given a choice, I would have gone with a 45 800 short straddle itself, because I feel that there is good support at the lower end, and Bank Nifty can actually end up bouncing towards 45 800 towards the end of the trade. And if you look at the global markets are actually quite flat. Even Nifty is actually flat. Bank Nifty has fallen 0.47%. So my hunch is that towards the end, we might actually end up going towards 45 800. Nonetheless, that is not the trade we have. 45 800 is not the trade we have. So our focus should be on what can be potentially a good idea to change our 45 700 short straddle in case if we go wrong. So here is the trade in the shorter time frame. So on the larger time frame, we did see that 45 845 can be slightly a good idea. But now focusing on the shorter time frame. So maybe a 5-minute time frame, I wouldn't adjust much, because I don't see any kind of uh, support or resistance anywhere close by. So I'll just maybe hold till at least 760, is broken. So I would just hold the trade till here, right? So you can let me know in the comment section, what do you think of the trade? Where do you think we have to adjust the trade, or how exactly you would be adjusting the trade? So please do let me know that in the comment section. And for those who are joining into the stream fresh, so my name is Saketh and I'm a full-time option trader. Right. So we will be doing live trades once a while, and also I'll be making some content on short straddles, short strangles, and different option strategies. So you can check out my channel, and in case if you haven't subscribed, so you can also hit the like button and end up subscribing to my channel. So yeah, as I told you, we want to keep this session quite interactive. So let me know in the comment section. So first, what I will do is I'll just remove everything. So let it, since there are so many positions on the screen, it might be a little bit confusing. So let's remove everything and just focus on the positions, open positions only. We have only two open positions. So these two are the only open positions what we have, and we will only focus on this. So the idea is simple. On the time frame to adjust on the higher end, we would be using 45 845 as one of the good reference points, and also on the downside we would be using something like 45 620 as a good reference point. So until and unless bank nifty trades between this range, we are not going to do anything to our trade. So thank you, Srinivas sir, for continuous support. So thank you very much for that. So here is a question by Vishal, who is asking any fresh opportunities in FinNifty. So let's open FinNifty chart and try to see if there are any opportunities there. So I do feel that most likely we might end up trading between 400 to 500, that is 475. So most likely we might end up trading here. But considering today's expiry and also things can be little volatile, I do not want to take any trade in FinNifty, and that's the reason we are sticking to Bank Nifty as of now. Thank you so much, Pradeep, for your kind words. And then okay, there is a question by Mohammed, who just joined in the live stream. So he is asking, did we miss out on anything important? So the answer is actually not. So we have just now entered a fresh trade, that is 45 700 short straddle. So this was what was asked in the comment section, and we have taken a fresh trade at 45 700. And what we have done is just marked some important support and resistance points for our adjustment. So in case if the market actually tends to breach any of these points, that is either 45 845 or 45 620. So higher end is 45 845, lower end is 45 620. So if any of these points are being breached, we can consider making small adjustments. So now we will also address some questions in the comment section. So make sure that any question you guys have, you can feel free to ask that in the comment section, and I would be more than happy to take that up and answer that. Right. One question is by Ashwin, who has asked, "Hello Saket, can we do a bullish position on Bank Nifty?" So the thing is, even though my view is slightly bullish, I cannot give any particular view on the index, because one, as you know, I'm not authorized to give any particular view. This trade is mainly done for educational purpose only. So even though I am slightly bullish, so I would have also gone with 45 800 short straddle. So in case if I was taking with a strict stop loss on the downside. So my personal view is maybe markets can find some support around here, and maybe we can see some kind of a pullback. But again, do consult your financial advisor before taking any kind of trade. So next we have a question by yeah so question by Sanket, who is asking, if the market is breaking 45,800, will you cut your calls? So my answer to this would be not really. So I wouldn't cut the entire call position, because overall, if you look at the trend of the market, so forget the daily trend, even a simple 30-minute trend, it is not looking very bullish, right? So the amount of bullishness is quite low considering the overall trend. So considering this, it doesn't make sense not to have a call option. So rather, I would exit and push away my call option. So this would be something which I would be doing. So live sessions, definitely you can expect more live sessions where we'll be coming and doing live trades. So that is what is me having in my mind, that is to conduct as many live sessions as possible, because it will be a good source of learning where we can take the trades live and see how it can be managed or adjusted. So my view on Nifty today is actually range bound. So considering how it actually managed to hold. So Bank Nifty, if you know, opened with 200 points higher. It opened around 46,100. But right now, Bank Nifty has fallen close to around 400 points from the top. So considering this, Nifty has actually not fallen at all. It opened flat, and right now, even now, it is trading almost flat. So Nifty is more or less consolidating. Bank Nifty is showing some kind of a weakness. But overall, my view on Bank Nifty would be a range bound view. Maybe let me just remove this lines. So my view would be simply on the lower end, we might find some support close to around 19,550. And on the higher end, we might find some resistance around 19,850. So these two are the levels what I'm expecting. So from here, it can either be around 150 points higher and 150 points lower. So this is where most likely we might find some resistance. So there is a lot of update on the Target app. So this is a question by Chetan. So we are coming up with the new application very soon, which has all the features like wait and trade, trailing stop loss, Nifty, Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty. You can monitor your positions from the terminal itself. You don't have to go to the broker's terminal. So you get to do everything in the new Target app, which will be releasing very soon. Most likely within next 1 month, we should be out with a newer version. Okay, so I will be. What I would do is, maybe if possible, like I'll just keep the M2M screen side by side. So I would prefer watching a little more of charts over to my actual P&L, uh, because based on the charts is what we'll be doing our adjustments. So here is a question by Sharu. Sharu is asking, would I prefer trading Bank Nifty or Nifty? So my answer to that would be, mostly I prefer trading Bank Nifty over Nifty. Uh, the reason is just that higher premiums are there, and I also feel more comfortable trading Bank Nifty over Fin Nifty. So portfolio stop loss, we have added individual strategy based stop loss. So we are also considering to add the portfolio based stop loss, where you can end up. Uh, so let's say you have added 5, 6 strategies. So together for all 5, 6 strategies, you can end up adding one stop loss. So that is something which we are actually working on right now. So the market is slowly heading higher, and you can see that the M2M is actually 2,400, but the premiums are slightly getting imbalanced. We will hold on to the same trade, nothing to worry. So we won't be making any adjustments in a hurry. So even if we go to a loss, it is absolutely fine, because whenever we come to trade, There is nothing that okay we have to end all the days in profit. If something goes wrong and if we aren't able to judge things as per our view, or if a view can any day go wrong, so it is absolutely okay to take a loss and call it a day. So today we will try to focus on not to lose more than 5,000 rupees. So we'll be cutting off everything at a loss of around 5,000. So the tentative timeline for the new target application is mid of August. If not, surely by end of August, we must be having the new target app. So the market did slightly bounce. The important thing what we have to note here is whether this bounce is sustainable or not. So are we going to see any kind of sell off from here or not? In case if this bounce sustains, maybe we can head easily towards 800. So as I told you, 800 was my initial idea. So I was expecting a bounce towards 800. So here is a question by Rajdeep regarding what is the reason for lower picks. So to be honest, there is no particular reason for lower VIX. VIX just indicates the amount of uncertainty around us. Since most of the important quarterly results are over, and maybe this week we also have the Fed, post that there is no real important events which can actually impact the markets, and because of which we actually have a lower VIX. So VIX fell because the amount of uncertain events are actually lesser compared to what they were last week. Last week we had results from ICICI, Infosys, HDFC, Reliance, and now most of the results are done, and that's the reason it's more calmer now. So Bank Nifty is slowly going up, which is not a very good thing for us because we had a slightly bullish view. Sorry, we had a slightly range bound view, and if the market starts to go up, we are going to go to a loss, right? So what I would be focusing here is in case if we have good profits and we see the market surging, we can simply exit the trade and enter a new position, or very simply cut the call option and push the call option away, maybe something like 45,900. So I would be keeping both as my options, one to book profit and take a fresh trade, or the second option would simply be to cut my call option and push it farther away. So, what I would be doing is maybe start with a simple stop loss at 270. And in case if 270 stop loss gets triggered, we will push our call options away. Or let's place it at 275. So, in case if the stop loss is hit, we will quickly be ready with our another option to short, and we would be shorting 45,900. This is the call option what we'll be shorting in case if our stop loss tends to hit. Oh, and one more important thing is in the new target, we also have different broker integrations. So we have Zerodha, Fires, Angel One, Finmacia, First Stock. So these are the five brokers whom we'll be starting off with first. There'll be like external code support as such in the new platform. So right now that is not enabled, but you can make use of all the features which is already in the platform. So the market slowly tends to head higher. So this is not a great thing for us, considering we will be hitting the stop loss. So FinNifty also saw a fantastic recovery. You can see FinNifty is now above 500. Bank Nifty is also surging. So it's now going to go towards 800 shortly. So the target app would be totally free for first stock users, And then for other users, we are actually planning to charge based on the strategy. So let's say you have 2 to 3 strategies, it would be something like 299 per month. So those plans are yet to be decided. So we are not really decided about those plans. So once we are out with that, we will be surely informing. So Bank Nifty seems to be heading higher, and I think I should use this as an opportunity to come out of the trade rather than make it hit the stop loss and then go into a complete mess. So first, what I'll do is, nonetheless, we have got some good profits. Let's take this profits out if it is crossing 800, and then we will re-enter the trade. If it is crossing 800, we will cut the trade first, and then we will re-enter a fresh trade depending on where the market is going. Okay, so here is an important question asked by Mahesh. So Mahesh is asking, instead of, okay, let me just book the options first. So we ended up booking everything at a 4,500 rupees profit. So it is a good start considering how the market has surged. So at this point, since we do not have any trade anymore, so we can take out some time, think what exactly the new entry has to be, and then enter. So I have cleared all the drawings. Let's take out some time, no hurry. Let's give another 5 more minutes, see what can be potentially good trade entries, and enter that. So why I exited is simply because um, at this point the premiums weren't surging, and I have to make use of that, because if the market continues to go up by another 50-60 points, the premiums will end up surging a lot and you will end up in a loss. So since that was not happening, we booked the profits, which is a very good thing. So you can see now itself, we saved around 10 points by booking our call soon. So, okay, here was a question by Mahesh. So, instead of booking our call leg and pushing it away, so why don't we bring our put leg much closer in? So, since we are actually working with a straddle, so I wouldn't prefer doing that because, as I told you, since it is a straddle right over here, so doing bringing puts any closer would actually result in a in the money short strangle. So I don't like to have in the money short strangle. I always prefer keeping OTM short strangle. So that is one reason why I don't like to bring my calls closer in. Sorry, I mean to say puts closer in. So next, we will also take up some questions in the comments. Uh, Okay, there is a question, why not Kotak Neo in the new application? So we will integrate. So still we have done Kotak Neo and also Upstocks to be integrated in the newer version of the app. So we'll be doing that soon. So I'll also take a look at what can be potentially good trade ideas. So now if you see the overall MTM, so I'll just add everything. So we are at a profit of 16,000, a very good start. Nothing to complain at all. So let's see where can be our potential trade next. So let's say we go ahead with Bank Nifty itself. I do maybe see a trade near 800, nearing 45 800. So I would be comfortable doing this short straddle, given that there is some resistance at the higher end and there is also some support at the lower end. So 45 800 short straddle would give me a lot of comfort. So if we are seeing any kind of short covering, then even 19,700 in Nifty can be a very great option. So no hurry. We'll just take out some time. I'll just go through the charts and see what is the potential trade ideas which we can have. So Nifty seems to be more consolidating than Bank Nifty, and also seems to be holding strong even in a downfall, and not really surging, or we are not seeing a lot of short covering in Nifty. So I'll just take a look at 19700 short straddle. Generally, I don't trade Nifty as I told you, but let me just take a look at the premiums, how exactly they are placed. So totally around 150 points is what they are placed, so that would be giving me 550 on the lower end and 850 on the higher end. So this would be 636, which is little away, more away than what I would be comfortable. Okay, so again, I'm not really happy with the Nifty premiums, so we'll look for some good trade ideas in Bank Nifty itself. Okay, no need to worry about straddles. Let's simply go to short strangles. We get easier trades there. So I'll just go with a 45 200 P, or maybe even closer. So 45 and 46. So yeah, these two are the trades which I have taken as of now. So again, a very simple trade. So let me explain you the logic behind taking these trades. Let me just quickly. So these two other trades which we have opened now. So we just took one trade, we booked the trade. We have one more hour to go in trading, and this is a fresh short strangle what we have taken. So let me try to explain you the logic behind taking these trades. The idea is fairly simple. So I tried to scan Nifty, I tried to scan Bank Nifty. So I couldn't actually get a potential short straddle idea. So now if you look at Nifty, so let me try to explain in detail what exactly I looked at, what were the factors I saw before taking the trade. So first, let me come to Nifty and let me try to explain that, okay, what were the factors which I saw before taking the trade. So now I knew for a fact that, okay, Nifty was consolidating, Nifty was holding out strong. So because Nifty was holding out strong and Nifty was consolidating, I would rather prefer going and taking a range bound trade. So now I had to take the range bound trade, and I saw the premiums of 19700. So I first went and checked 19700. I saw the premiums, and what I found was the premiums were pricing in a short straddle where the break evens would be 19850 and 19550. So somewhere over here. So these two were the premiums what it was pricing in. So as long as the market traded in this range, I would make a profit. But the issue was, I know for a fact that again, if the market slightly ends up coming down, there will be huge imbalance in the premiums. So one premium will start trading at, so both were around 70 70. So one will start trading at 100, the other one won't go below 40. So because there would be such an imbalance in the premium, I didn't like the idea of taking the straddle because the range is very huge. So this is a very big range, and I don't see. So here is where I see the resistance, and here is where I see the support. So it is very close by to the support and resistance. But one thing what I'm not comfortable is that the resistance is coming so far away, the support is so far away. Then I came to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty again, I saw the premiums were around 400 points. That is from here all the way to here would be my break even. But again, the issue with straddle was, there would be quite easily a mismatch in the premiums if the market moves slightly against me. So that's the reason I was not very comfortable with going for a straddle in bank nifty also. So that's the reason finally I resorted to taking a strangle in bank nifty. So this triangle is taken in such a way that my break evens are 46,350 on the higher end, and on the lower end we have a break even at almost close to around 45 to 50. So you can see now my break evens because of the strangles are very far away, and I am very comfortable holding this trade because I can very well adjust the trade if it is falling below 600, or also if it is going above 900. I can again end up adjusting the trade because my break evens are so far away. So till maybe it comes below 650 or goes above 900, I do not have to do anything to this trade. I can just hold the trade as it is. So with this simple idea, I ended up taking a short triangle. So let us see how exactly this short straddle can be adjusted, or how we can take this short triangle forward. So one thing what I want you to do, or one help from you guys, which I would surely appreciate, is just to make sure that you guys hit the like button in case if you haven't, because that would mean a lot to us, because uh, for us to do live trading we need some encouragement, and in case if you hit the like button and subscribe button, that would encourage us to do more such live trading. So we have around 270 people who have joined, but unfortunately we have only 125 likes. So let us try to at least take it towards 200 if possible. So in case if you haven't hit the like button, just make sure you hit on the like button quickly. And right now the market is surging above 900. We can do very simple adjustments, which we are going to look at what can be done based on how the market is moving. So today, Nifty traders will have a very hard time managing the trades. Just look at this. Important support is broken. Then, in case if you haven't booked here, then again it comes back so quickly up by almost around 150 points. So the premiums what Nifty trades had in the morning is totally justified. Looking at how the market is moving, it is very hard, and it's very hard to take a Nifty trade in such environment. So, not making any adjustments, just waiting for the important levels to be broken. So, since we have a strangle, we can just wait for some more time. Let's see if this gets broken. If so, we will make some small, minor changes to our trade, nothing major. So, if we are holding above 77, we will make some minor changes to our trade. So, the changes can be very simply pushing both calls and puts away. So, seems like we are holding it just to be on the safer side. Let's place a stop loss at 95, because when premiums surge suddenly, you won't be in a place to exit it. So a strong recovery from both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So quite hard to trade otherwise. So for people who are trading Fin Nifty would have really felt the pain, because puts and calls surging all the way, so you can see those puts. A 5 rupee put in the morning went to around 20 rupees. I'm pretty sure even a 5 rupee call now would have gone to more than 20 rupees. If you maybe look at something like 2500 call option, I'm pretty sure even that would have gone from 20 rupees, 5 to 20. So we are about to hit the stop loss. Yes, we have hit our stop loss. We are at a loss of 2000 rupees. So we will be playing little safe now by going to far away call option. The market is surging higher, so we can wait for some time and end up shorting this far away call option, and also come slightly closer with our put option. So both can be potentially good options. So now we have a 47 put option and 38 call option. We have pushed our call option away, still at a loss of. Uh, okay, let me just add everything, guys. Yeah, still at a loss of around 5,000 with those two. So you can see that the market has again reversed. Very challenging for the traders. Very draining also. So if I can somehow add these strikes alone, so that would be 45 700, sorry, not 700, 400. Then we have 46 200 and 46 500. Okay, I would want to remove this. Okay, so we have. Okay, let me just add everything, guys. I want to show only the current trade, which is this, and this. So if you look at it, we have a loss of close to around 3,000 rupees. So I just want you to focus on these three right over here. So we have a loss of around 3,000 rupees all put together. So coming back to the questions, so one we have a question by Muru, who is asking, would the 3 p.m. move actually hurt the trade? So there might be a chance a 3 p.m. move can end up hurting. So not really sure. So there is definitely a chance that too, especially if it is on the downside, definitely it would end up hurting us. So if this level doesn't sustain, we'll be coming down with our puts, maybe back to 46 300 if we are unable to hold this level. So again, you can see that we are slightly getting caught off guard. So we are not able to hold on to the positions. The quick movement in market is actually making us change the positions quite quickly, and we are not able to hold on to the positions. So we are getting caught off guard, and this is not a comfortable position to be in. So that's the reason it is very important to realize when you should be coming out of the trade. So right now, as you can see clearly, the trade is not very comfortable. The market is moving or swinging wildly, and we should see or look for potentially good exits if possible. We can get that. So here is a question by Sanket, who is asking about, can we earn 4 to 5% monthly by making 920 short straddles with proper adjustment? So it would be slightly challenging, I would say. 4 to 5% monthly is a very huge ask, and when you say proper adjustment, it has to be really proper for you to make money. It's a pretty big ask what you have, and it is quite hard to do it till you can really get good sense of the trend. You are able to judge the trend very well. So quite a volatile expiry, and especially Nifty traders would have really felt the heat today. So very hard, and you can see Ayush is actually trading Nifty. So the reason being so many lines drawn all over the charts. Uh, so he is trading Nifty today, and today I just booked all my trades because this month was not going really well for me. So I had a small drawdown. So I thought, let me just take some safer trades by trading Nifty and Banknifty. So 9% a year should be possible, and that is the bare minimum you should look for. For the kind of risk you take, if you don't even make 9%, it is not really worth trading. That is one really important thing to note. So trading involves a lot of risk, and in case if you're not able to make good returns, it is very important to realize that and stop it, because for making 8%, 10%, or 12%, this is not the profession you have to be in, because it involves so much risk. So Bank Nifty change in the expiry might affect systematic traders in the sense, the same way the volatility what you are witnessing today. So all your backtesting data actually becomes irrelevant, because none of the backtesting what you have seen would actually hold true, because all the data would have changed and nothing would have any kind of relevance. So that is something which is very important to understand when you're actually looking at change in expiry day. So the market doesn't seem to be breaking 70. Unfortunately for us, it gave us an exit, and after that, it is doesn't seem to be holding the level and slowly coming down. If so, then we have to bring our calls lower. So a lot of adjustments in the last hour itself. So people who are trading Nifty from the morning would be having a really hard time. So I can just think about it, considering how the markets are moving. If any move comes towards 500 again, so it would really hurt them. So anything below 500 would seriously hurt them. So at least if it is able to hold around 500 to 550, they can end up making some profit out of this. So we'll be putting back 300 calls again. In case if necessary, we will go ahead shorting this. So overnight, sometimes I do feel that the overnight gap up and gap down, what the market actually goes through, is sort of overrated. So you don't see such. If you see any time in past itself, especially after the low wicks, hardly you have gotten to see any kind of 1-2% up move. Most of the money what we have made actually has come from overnight itself, and we really like to carry positions overnight hedged, right? So even if it goes wrong once a while, it is absolutely okay, because most of the times the market doesn't go anywhere and it gives you the profit what you need. And sometimes if it goes wrong, I particularly feel it's absolutely fine and there is nothing much to worry about that. So we have around 195 likes. So since 250 people plus are watching, in case if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure that you hit the like button, and please support us by doing the same. And you can also hit the subscribe button. We need 30 more people to subscribe to hit 10K subscribers. So in case if you haven't done that, please do us and help us reach 10K today. So the market is slightly showing weakness, unable to hold 70. We might see sell off come suddenly, considering how, or we might also see good buying happen suddenly. So we should be careful about it. Because the market can see any kind of big move, one sided big move anytime. So that is what I am actually afraid of. So right now you can see we have 2000 rupees loss. Putting together both, we have around 2000 rupees loss, and I am watching it very keenly. So in case if any shift has to be done, maybe I will just consider doing it right away. Can't wait for too long. So now we have I have just shifted my calls from 46,500 to 46,300, because I did see that Bank Nifty was unable to hold this level, and we started to see some kind of selling. So, as we thought that in case if it is unable to hold this level, we might see a big sell off. And again, they are bound to make Fin Nifty expiry hard. So you can see how exactly Fin Nifty is moving. So it is going to cause so much trouble to the option writers, especially. So moving every possible way and hurting them in all the sense, right? So you can really see how exactly it is panning out. So let's quickly take a look at our loss, how much we have. So right over here, you can see that we have 5,000, another 2,000 rupees loss we have from the current trade open. So unfortunately, I can't just group these. So overall, you can see right over here, 8,000 plus another 4,000 here and another 1,500 here. So close to around 6,000 from the current positions and 8,000 loss. All put together, we have a loss of close to around 2,000 rupees still running. Okay, 2,000 rupees in terms of percentage would be 0.05%. So the capital we have is around 50 lakh. So any 5,000 loss would result in 0.1%. So if you're doing straddles regularly, I think a fair expectation of returns would be around 22 to 24%. So that should be a good expectation of your returns. So you can see how hard it is for the Fin Nifty call and put writers. So anybody trading Fin Nifty today, so a person who had done maybe 2,500 short straddle in the morning would be the happiest person, not adjusting. But anything else done by anybody, they would have severely gotten hurt. Yes, yes, 24% per year. That would be a very good expectation. If you are able to achieve that, I feel that you're on a pretty good note, or it is a fair expectation to have. Because for the kind of risk you take, that should be the kind of returns what you should be expecting also. So the market again surges up. So this is so hard to trade. Any trade you are taking is going totally against you. So we did shift, but you can see how exactly the market simply changed its direction within a second. So this is Bank Nifty. This entire candle got bought into. Entire candle actually got bought into. So very hard to trade such markets, especially in the last hour when you have the expiry and market is giving such wild swings. It becomes super hard to trade these markets. On the capital, obviously, so not on the invested capital, on your total capital. So I wouldn't suggest to invest all your capital to do short straddle. So on the total capital, I would say anywhere around 20% should be a decent amount to expect. 0.5% a day is a very big ask, I would say. That is not possible on a long term this thing. So you can achieve 0.5% once a day, or you can also achieve 3% once a day. But that is something which cannot be regularly done. So it is a very huge ask, to be honest. Okay, the market starts to surge again. Now we have to look for a potentially good exit of our call options. Maybe this time I would look for anything above 933 to exit the trades. So again, we will be hurt, and again, it's a long process for us to sit and adjust this trade. So right now we are at a loss of 4,000. Maybe if I'm not wrong, around 2,500. The idea is simple, guys. So today, if we are falling below 11,000, I don't think we should continue to trade because we went up by 5,000 rupees, and now again, if we lose that 5,000 rupees, it's clearly that it is not our day. So we better close the shop for today and do something else. Okay, the losses are narrowing since the market slightly came down. So if you guys have any questions on any individual stock or you guys have any questions on options, so you can feel free to ask that in the comment section. Keep it interactive as much as possible. So all of us are pretty sure all of us here would be either trading or definitely would have come to learn something. So any questions you have, anything, feel free to ask, and I would be more than happy to take up and answer those. So I will actually make videos because on this systematic learning with no, sorry, not systematic learning, so systematic trading. So I would be making videos from the next week onwards. So right now we are talking about discretionary short straddles in our playlist. So in case if you haven't watched that, first I would urge you watching those 5 episodes, and then moving on, we will continue about discussing how we can use system trades or how we can do systematic trades to achieve profitability, and how we can automate the systematic trades also. Okay, so we have Praveen asking about Kotak and Bandhan Bank. On the other hand, we also have Harman who is asking about ITC. So let's quickly take up both of the questions. Bank Nifty did not break again. So we'll be watching the levels keenly right over here. 933 is what we are watching. So ITC today is down by 1.7%. Okay, this was something which I hadn't followed. Uh, okay, I think this 20 rupee one, okay, market actually came towards 930 itself. Just a second, I'll be taking that question up again. Just a minute before that. Okay, this is not really good for us. Let me just come back to Bank Nifty. So I'll also be giving the view on Kotak and Bandhan Bank. Just a second, I just shifted to this because Bank Nifty was about to break 933. So that's the reason I just came back to this tab. So once I feel that the positions are a little more comfortable, I'll just quickly go and give the view on the same. Okay, so the Fin Nifty traders will be having really a hard time. Like I am getting scared looking at the chart, and I'm happy also that I didn't trade Fin Nifty. Actually, to be honest, I had a short straddle in Fin Nifty, and that was 2600. So you can see here 2600 calls and puts, and I sold it at more than 100 rupees, and right now it's trading almost at nil. So it like we could have easily ended with around 1% today just by holding this trade alone, but who knew? Like look at this chart. So even if I had held the trade, I would be pretty sure I would be thrown out at this chart, because nobody really expected there would be a 200-point bounce in the last hour alone, right? So okay, now the surge seems to be pretty big, and in case if we are shifting, we better do it on the put side this time. So I'll be coming one up with my put 53, and this side it is 69. So we have quickly shifted again. So 52 to 69. And if we are crossing above that, I'll shift my calls back to. So a lot of you here might be wondering what exactly am I doing? So why am I doing so many shifts and so on? So the thing is, you can see it is getting quite hard, because on one hand we are continuously getting to see up move. So Fin Nifty on the other hand has surged almost around 200 points. Bank Nifty does seem to be bullish, but somehow it is not able to cross this. Nifty on the other hand is consolidating. So all put together, the overall trading is becoming quite confusing. So you don't know what exactly to be done here, because not all the indices together are showing a buy, not all the indices together are showing a sell, neither all of them are showing any kind of a range bound movement. So this is what is really making things more challenging, because you don't know how exactly you can proceed from here, right? So good part that is that we are slowly making progress here. You can see that most likely we just have a loss of hardly around 1,000 rupees, which we should be making quite soon. Yeah, I think now it is a fairly better time, considering both the premiums are balanced. Okay, guys, I'll just try to summarize the entire trade. I know it is getting quite confusing. We have done a lot of shifting uh, quite early on itself. So I'll try to summarize the entire trade. The second trade, what we took, I think the first trade must be quite clear that we booked it very soon. But the second trade, a lot of adjustments are done. And I still feel that we aren't out of the woods. So there might be many more adjustments to be done by looking at how the market is moving. So let me just give you a quick trade summary on what we ended up doing. So this is Bank Nifty chart. So initially we entered this trade of 46,200. So that is somewhere over here, and 46 45 400, so that is somewhere over here. So initially we entered this short triangle when the market was trading around 800. So then we get this big up move candle, so which forces us to push our calls away. So first, when market was trading around 800, we ended up taking this long short triangle, that is 46 200 and 45 400. So that is something which is important to note. And once we got this big up move, we actually shifted our calls away. So from 46 200, we shifted our calls away towards 46 500. So then we saw that okay, the market is not holding here, and maybe we did the shift early, and then immediately we shifted our calls back down. So from 46,500, we pushed it back towards 46,300 this time. So from 46,200, we had pushed it to 500. Because the market was not showing strength, we pushed it back again. So then again we saw a big green candle which surged, and then we again went to a loss. So this time we pushed our puts from 45,400 to 45,500. So is the summary clear, or is there any confusion with respect to what are we doing? So do let me know in the comment section. So then I know the kind of adjustments what we have done is little confusing, but luckily our trade is holding out well. So this is what we more or less want. So do use the chat section. Let me know. The time is around 3 o'clock now. So quickly let me know what is your view. So let me see if any good opportunity is available in FinNifty. So maybe something like 2600 call option. It is at 1 rupee. 2400 put, 2500 put option can be a potentially good sell if it has premium. So unfortunately, even this is at 1 rupee. So maybe I'll just sell 500 rupees. 500, okay, 600 quantity of this, and 600 quantity of this. If not, at least I'll make 1200 rupees, which can cover my today's brokerage in the worst case. Okay, I'll just keep a stop loss at 3.5 because I had shorted it at 1.7. So I literally tried to suck every juice out of every penny possible. So now it's trading at 1 and 1 rupee. Very good for me. And even here, we have gotten a pretty good decay. Overall, again, final trade also, we were able to send it to profits thanks to FinNifty's small penny, which helped us earn 600. And this trade also is now balanced, and it has actually gone to profits. So yeah, considering how the market panned out, it was quite hard to trade last hour, to be honest. For especially people trading Fin Nifty, it was really hard to trade. So a lot of wild swings. Penny options would have surged in no time, making their life very very hard. Right. So again, the market seems to be trading around 40. So anything below 30, I'll just run away from this put option. Can't take any more risk. So, yeah, one thing I know for a fact is that okay, today's trading was quite confusing. But do let me know your reviews in the comment section. So, was it possible to do any kind of learning because there were so many shifts? I'm not sure how much of it were you able to grasp today because we did a lot of adjustments and it might be little difficult to grasp. So, do let me know in the comment section that was this useful, like were you able to uh, make use of this live session? So do you want more such live sessions where maybe we join towards the last hour and discuss the trades? So let's try to keep this session interactive. So again, once the trade is done, I will just maybe try to summarize on what exactly we did, try to make you understand about that part, and then we will maybe look at other things. So now I'll just book the put options. I'm getting scared. It is at 1 rupee. No need to hold it. Uh, So not worth the risk. Definitely have to cancel the orders. Even though it might not fall below 500, but definitely not worth the risk. So maybe after 315, if I get a chance, I will enter this at maybe point 0.6 itself. I'll put a stop loss and keep maybe 800 quantity. I want to enter at point 0.6. Oh, it got complete, is it? Oh, it actually got completed at point 0.6. Okay, now I'll simply keep a stop loss at point 0.9. If it hits, like I'll be done with my penny trades for today. Point 0.9 is my trigger. Right. Okay, guys. I think more or less we'll end up getting the full DK from here and even from here. So nothing much to worry. We have the stop loss also. If it hits, let it hit. Otherwise, if we end at 18K, good, we would have made around 0.1% towards the end. Just with the last one trade, we would have made around 0.2% almost. We were at 11K. We mostly might end around 18K. Let's also take a look at what can be the potential trade which we can enter tomorrow. Maybe I will carry the same strangle. Let's see. Okay, the market is falling now. Let me shift my put stop loss lower. Oh, did it complete already? Okay. Not sure when exactly it went and hit. Seems to be completed already. Oh, okay. It got completed now. Cool. Okay, some selling coming in towards the end. Okay, last thing we want to see is look at this Nifty candle. It's so hard to trade. Too hard to trade. Like very difficult. Very glad that not trading Nifty today. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments as I was looking at the trades. Yeah, so let me just try to discuss on what exactly we ended up doing today, and we'll try to uh, discuss on what exactly happened as a trade as a whole, right? So initially, when we started, we had a profit of close to around 11,000. That was around 0.2% is where we started at with a profit of 11,000. So then, after we started at the profit of 11,000, we took a 45,700 short straddle. So that was the first trade what we took, 45,700 short straddle. So let me just show you that. So this was the first trade, 45,700 short straddle. So after we took a 45,700 short straddle, the market slowly started to head higher. So as the market slowly went higher, what we did is we booked the entire short straddle with a profit of 4,000 rupees because we weren't sure how the market would play out. So we booked the entire this thing short straddle with a profit of around 400 rupees. So after that, what happened is we had to take a new entry. We tried to go and scan Bank Nifty. We tried to go and scan Fin Nifty and even Nifty, but at that point, we couldn't find a good entry in any of these. So neither could we find a good entry in Bank Nifty, neither we could find a good entry in Nifty. So then what we decided, okay, so nowhere we are able to find good entries. So we will simply go and do a short strangle far OTM because I was expecting Bank Nifty to trade in a range because Bank Nifty is now consolidating. So we ended up creating a short strangle. So once we created a short triangle, the market surged. So once we created a short triangle of 45,400 and 46,200. So this was the initial short triangle what we created. So this was the initial short triangle what we created. And then the market here suddenly surged. And when the market actually ended up surging, this actually scared us because the premiums when we took were almost balanced, but this surge actually made us question, okay, can this actually hold or not? So then we were forced to push it to 46,500. Though not really forced, we thought, okay, it would be a better move to shift it to 46,500. So we cut the cut the call option at 46,200 and shifted it to 46,500 CE, right? So post that, what we did is then we saw that, okay, this was just a fake move and the market is not really going anywhere. So then we thought, okay, this is all fake. So there is no need to get scared. Let's bring it in closer. So then again, we brought it back to 46,300 call option. Huh. 46 300 CE. This is where we shifted it back. And later, again, you can see right after we shifted, there was this big green candle which actually scared us, right? So then we had to again do another shift. So what we did this time is instead of shifting our call leg again far away, we bought our put leg closer to 45 500 PE. So this is the same trade which we are holding even now, 46 300 and 45 500. So you can see here. So this is the exact same trade what we are holding. And also the good part is right now we have a profit of around 19,000. So I will be taking a trade for tomorrow, which would be slightly bullish trade, which I would be carrying for tomorrow. So I would prefer going and shorting a put option, much higher than call option. So what I would do is go and short 46, 400 call and 46, 45, 500 put. 300 points and almost around 400 to 600 points. So towards the end, I will just change the call option to 46,400. Put option, I will leave it at 52 rupees only, that is 45,500. So then I'll also buy some FAR OTM hedges and then I'll be closing the trade. So the FAR OTM hedges would be, let me just see what can be the hedges. Okay, I'll buy 44,500 put, 400 quantity. Oh, the lot size has changed and it is really causing me a lot of confusion every time. And then I'll buy 47,000 calls, maybe 47,200 calls, 375 quantity. And here I would change the call option. So I would shift to 46,400 call option. So this would be 375 quantity again. And even this would be 375 quantity. Oh, we shorted puts itself. Sorry, we should have shorted. Uh, okay. So how did we exactly get this? Doesn't matter. I'll just square off. Right. So this is the final trade, guys. So this is what we will be carrying for tomorrow, and this is the final trade. Let me just sort it based on net quantity. So this is what is going to expire today, and this is the bank nifty trade what we are carrying for tomorrow, and this is the hedge legs. So totally we ended with around 20,000 today. So we started the day with 11,000. We were able to make almost around 11,000 more towards the end, thanks to some consolidation in Bank Nifty. Even though Fin Nifty ended up consolidating, it was pretty hard to trade Fin Nifty, considering how volatile it was. Right? Yeah. So apart from that, in case if you have any other questions, so feel free to drop that in the comment section, and I would be more than happy to answer that. So with this, we also come to the end of today's trade. I hope this trade was useful. So the total capital is 50 lakh, and totally we ended up making around 0.4% today. So all put together, we made around 0.4% today. I hope this live trade was useful and you got to you were able to take out some insights from it. So if so, then don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and also subscribe. 14 more subscribers needed to hit 10,000. I hope that will be able to uh, be done today. So please support us by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all. Thank you so much. So I will leave my screen as it is. So I'll just disconnect the video. Maybe till the end we can, disconnect the audio and the camera. And till the end, I'll just leave this as it is.